It really is a pleasure to be back, finally, working in Create a World. You know, I think it's been 5 days, which is 5 days too many. I mean, I could have handled it if I was down for a couple of hours, but, you know, to be down for 5 days and to see that people have been down for so much longer and there's no end in sight. You know, it was kind of a moment. So the first thing I want to do when I'm editing a world is I like to export the terrain before I make any changes, because I've noticed, especially in Twinbrook, it really is bad in Twinbrook. I've noticed that even just deleting a lot can cause the terrain to distort or deflect, I guess. It's almost like the lots have a weight, and when you remove that weight, it makes a change. So this way, once I start deleting lots, I can make my changes and re-import the terrain, and I won't have to mess around with conform edges, because that doesn't always work out so great. And there's lots of times where you do that and it just messes up, it looks ugly, it doesn't do what you really need it to do. This seems to work better. And that was part of the reason why I really wanted to get back into this Monte Vista world and remake it. You know, now that I discovered how well import terrain or export and import terrain works on that stuff. The Plaza is always one thing that I redo. I don't really like the way, I just feel like it is way too much wasted space in the original game. And the one venue, I've never really seen Sims go to that autonomously. So I prefer to put some different things in this space here. This road here, it's just, you know, it's just a hair off. It's just that little bit wonky, and I don't know why, but every time I try to just reposition it, I can't make it go the way I want it to go. So I usually end up just deleting it, redoing it. Otherwise, it bothers me. See how that goes up and down? I noticed in Twinbrook, sometimes it stays deflected, or I don't know, it just doesn't line up the way it should, and then you get lot tears at the edges, and nobody likes a lot tear. Oh, I always forget that. Sit there wondering why my road won't let me adjust it, and it's because I'm not on the right thing. So this is going to be the bowling alley from Sims University. This one will be Performance Park from Showtime. This one will be my remade Sanatorium. That's what it's called in this game. Is that... I was going to ask a question, but it's one I can Google. Okay, so in this one, it's going to be the Flying Bees Coffee House from Showtime. Oh, shoot. Missed a sidewalk section. This one I leave empty. Usually I end up making it into like a sports park or sometimes a small pool with children's playground equipment. I've done a couple different things with it, but it sure beats just having a giant pool in that section. And this here is going to be the Firehall. Okay, so let's save, and I'm going to pause recording right here. That way, why waste your time listening to me breathe? So that actually went faster than I expected. Now, next I have to go into edit in game. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm going to pause you again. So here I am. I am in edit in game. And hopefully I'm recording because I can't see the icon at the bottom of my screen to verify that. Anyways, I think one of the worst things about facing the possibility of not being able to access my Sims 3 and play it the way I'm accustomed to playing it over, like, for this period of time is just, like, who wants to be on Twitter right now? I mean, I guess if you're American and you can do something that can affect the election that's happening over there, then maybe, yeah, you want to be on Twitter, you want to see what's going on in politics. For myself, I'm Canadian, so, you know, it's kind of a not my circus, not my clowns type situation. And, you know, why stress myself out? Why get buried in that again like I did back in the Trump days? Why I don't see where it's beneficial, and where I should be doing that. And, you know, I just think it's better to just steer clear of that whole thing if there's nothing I can do about it. You know, for the most part, at the end of the day, it has no effect on Canadians. Like, yeah, some of that mentality does bleed over into Canadian politics at times, but you know, it's I don't know, you know, Canadians and Americans, we may share a continent, but we're not the same. And yeah, so for the most part, I kind of want to avoid that. I've kind of been avoiding the whole Musk drama too, with him buying Twitter. I know a lot of people have left Twitter. For myself, you know, I have my certain news feed. I always set things to latest tweets first. Until such time as, say, maybe they start trying to bill me to use Twitter, I'm not going to worry about it. Where's my Firehall? There's my Firehall. I don't until I had to switch my Sims 3 platform over to Steam, I didn't have all these expansion packs. When I was playing in Origin, I only had I had Generations, I had Showtime, I had Late Night, I had University, and I had World Adventures. That was all I had. So everything's kind of in different order now. Keeps it fresh and exciting, I guess. So this is the general store from World Adventures, the France world, because I think it just suits Monte Vista more than the other one does. Okay, so this lot is finished. It's ready to go. This lot I will edit to make it look more Monte Vista like. There we go. Done.